there. We are in a new calendar year. Happy 2022. This video is going to be for uh, Aquarius. You guys are actually wrapping up your year, but this is the new year reading. This is the video for the whole entire calendar year. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising. It is your general reading. If you feel like I'm saying is not resonating with you, check out your moon and or rising sign, which you can find on my channel. And I'll probably put it in the description box too. Okay. I'm gonna keep it cute. Everything that I want you guys to watch and to see and to read will be down there in the description box. All right. This is going to be your typical, not typical, this is the new year read. So this is going to be a 5-card spread going over the overall energies, what's on the horizon for you in a few different areas, and a soul message speaking to the themes that you need to bring into your life for this year. Today I am reading with the Beyond Lemuria deck, also the Melanated Classic Tarot, and the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. If you are a reader or getting into tarot and and oracles, and you want one of these decks, so you like the imagery on these cards, I will have them linked down there for you as well. Okay, so let's get into it. Aquarius, my hair is in my way, so we're gonna move that out the way. Let's get into it. The first card that I have coming up in your spread is in the position of the overall energy or the theme popping up for you for this year, and you've got life force energy. And for those of y'all that are new, I keep it very, very real on my channel. So if you like, when it comes to the tough cards and the tough messages, if you like, unicorn and peaches and glitter, I am not the reader for you. Click out of here now, because Aquarius, y'all have a very real reading coming up for you for this year. So off bat, I am just going to say that this is going to be, I don't necessarily want to say a tough year for you, but this is a year in which you are going to have to do a lot of work, and it more so speaks to your healing and getting you set up in the spaces and the energies that you need to be in. Okay. When I pulled your cards, the energy that I was getting, like, it is late, but I took a nap earlier, so I'm not tired just yet. I know once I eat and take a shower, I'm gonna get the itis, but like right now I am wide awake. But as I pulled your cards and I was feeling drained, I started feeling sleepy. And I'm standing here like, why am I so sleepy? It's because that's the energy that's coming through in your spread. This is a bit of a sleepy year for you, Aquarius, and that doesn't mean that you're not going to be doing work. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be moving and things aren't going to be shaking for you. What I mean by sleepy is, Aquarius, you are going to be spending your energy this year. I pick up excuse me, I pick up on probably, like, I get that you're going to realize this probably around your full moon. And if you're not an Aquarius sun, around August is when things might become a little bit too overwhelming for you guys. With this life force energy being the theme and being the energy that you need to tap into during this year, and with those other energies, which I will speak to a little bit more in depth a little bit further on in your spread, there is this notion here that says, Aquarius, during this year, your job, your homework, what you need to do, what you are working toward, is rejuvenating yourself. I pick up on you kind of just going through the motions over the past year or the past couple of years, and that's very much so normal because we've been in a whole panoramic. Like, everybody's kind of going through, it's either going like one or two ways for people. This has been a very inspiring time for people and they're just doing everything they want to do right now, or this has been a time where people are kind of just tossed in the wind and you're just doing whatever you got to do to get by. And I get that a lot of you have kind of been in that, you've been in a jumble of those spaces. Like, you want to do everything and you're putting your hands and your energy in everything, but also at the same time, you're like, I'm also doing this because it's going to give me a little bit of what I need to get things done. That is not how things need to go during this year, and that's not how they should go during this year, because that is going to put you into a space to where you are just completely exhausted mentally, emotionally, and physically. You have life force energy here. You are supposed to be rejuvenating, getting your spark back, how Stella got her groove back. Okay, you're supposed to be tapping back into something and not allowing life's currents to overwhelm you and carry you out to sea. Okay, I want to go into the other cards to get a little bit more into your messages for this month, which they do connect to this, so I'll be picking this one up a few more times. All right, so moving forward, next card you have in your spread is in the position of what is on the horizon for you guys in general, and you have the Four of Swords. Okay, This is not typically my favorite card to pull, but this is why this card is mostly why I've been saying I think this is going to be a little bit of an overwhelming. Sorry, let me get a little bit better with it, showing y'all the imagery there. Be a little bit of an overwhelming year for you guys, and this is what I'm picking up on is you see there's 4 swords here, and he's laying on 1 sword. So Aquarius, what I get is that you have dreams, you have goals, you have aspirations, you actually probably have specific goals put in place. You guys are air signs, so y'all have like your plans already thought out and everything. I get that there are certain things that you want to do, right? Certain specific things that you are like, this is what I want to spend my time doing. This is what I want to do. This is what I like doing. And I know this is what I can be successful doing, right? However, during this year, I also pick up on this energy of I still got to do what I need to do to get by. So, and I'm getting a very specific, like, getting a very specific storyline. So this could be this is for somebody. It is still a general reading, but this somebody's going to be watching this and be like, oh no, you're talking to me. Aquarius. You guys are air signs. Y'all are creative. Y'all have ideas. Y'all are smart. Y'all like to get into things, right? And so I get that you have these ideas. Y'all have that 1 sword that you're laying on, that you hold very close to you, that you're protecting, right? That you want to be working on, that you want it to be your foundation. But during this year, I get that you are very much so in a mental space of I have things to take care of. So I am going to pick up a job, or I'm going to pick up an extra job. I don't know. I'm speaking to somebody specific, so I feel like I'm probably talking to somebody who has their own business or like freelances or does something, because the first thing out of my mouth was you're probably going to get a job. But if you already have a job, speaking to the energy of picking up a second job or picking up extra hours or working overtime. And what I get is that you're going to fall into a cycle of I just need a little bit more money and then I'll be ready to go. I just need to stack my savings a little bit more and then I'll be ready to do everything that I want to do. I just need to get to this number and then I'll be making the moves that I want to make. But what I get is that you keep pushing your goal out further. And I'm not getting that life is coming at you fast and causing you to push these goals out further. There is a fear underlying there that's popping up for you, and therefore you're putting your energy into all of these things, i.e. extra work, extra hours, overtime, another job, or I also get doing work that has nothing to do with exactly what you're trying to do with that 4th sword is, okay? Putting your energy into these things and spreading yourself thin to the point to where you get burnt out. And in Aquarius, I'm going to be real, to the point to where you could literally like end up in the hospital because you are so exhausted. Be mindful, be careful. If you're watching this video, I have told you, so please don't hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm the first person to tell you, I'm the first person to be like, reading between the lines to that job, because it's YouTube, got to keep it censored. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, you will make the money back. You feel me? Try not to spread yourself too thin. This is what's on the horizon for you in general. So Aquarius, I'm gonna just be honest with you. You're hearing this, you probably gonna forget it. You're gonna start doing the job, and there's gonna be a point in your cycle where you remember this message, and you're gonna be like, oh shoot, I'm pushing my end goal out further. When you realize it, make the changes that you need to make and do what you need to do. Okay. Now, moving on into the next card, and this is interesting because you have the 4 of Swords next to it, and this is what is on the horizon for you in finances and career. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is positive energy coming up for you, Aquarius. The work that you pick up, the work that you're doing, you are going to be stacking your bread. So what I can say is that the goal that you have of making money and saving money, you're going to be doing it. But Aquarius, you have to be real with yourself. When is enough enough? Okay, you got the Ace of Pentacles. So moving into different spaces and different ways that you can make money during this year. And it's so interesting. And this is such an air sign spread because half of me wants to be like, hey, you need to keep it cute. You need to chill out. And the other half of me is like, no, go for it. See what happens. Make the money there. If you get tired, then take a break or leave it alone. Now, moving a little bit away from that heavy, dense 4 of Swords energy and moving more so into the positive energy of this Ace of Pentacles card. Aquarius, aside from the extra work and the extra hours and the overtime that you'll be picking up this year, I also get that, especially when you get to the point of really tapping into the positive, that other side of the life force energy. I get that whatever, that fourth sword, that one that you really want to do, the one that you're sitting on, the one that you are protecting, that you really want to put your energy into, is actually going to bring you a lot of abundance. You are probably, and I get more so like fall time, winter time, you're probably going to be given some opportunities, or a opportunity. This is an ace card, an opportunity or some sort of funding to really bring your ideas and your dreams and your goals into fruition. In the physical, this is a pentacles card, this is an earth card, this is physical tangible energy. Okay, so the things that you want are going to be bringing in some revenue for you. Also, because this is an ace card, Aquarius, if there's anything, like especially speaking to your own businesses and your own work that you just started doing, the money, the revenue, the return is not going to be grand right off bat. That is what I get here. You are expecting, I get that you were expecting things to just blow up and for you to start making money right away off of this new idea or this new project or this new collaboration, and that is not what's going to happen. It is going to happen. You have the Ace of Pentacles. However, this is the start of the cycle, so this does tell me whatever this is, you're right on track with. This is successful, but you have to have a little bit more, actually you have to have a lot of bit more patience when it comes to the return that you're seeing. You are not going to see the return that you want, and that because you want it so bad that you expect right away with this thing or with this project or with, like I said, this collab. I keep saying collaboration. You might be starting a business with somebody, or like doing like a, you know, like artistic, like maybe like a mural or something, or like some music, or like a show or something with somebody that is going to be very, but it's a process. It is a process, and I get that with the Ace of Pentacles card here, but stick to that process. I also get that this is also a process that could be one of the swords burning you out, but this is one that you need to stick with. This needs to be part of that fourth sword that I keep talking about. My nose is itching. Who wants to kiss me? My Grammy has a, isn't that? My Grammy says, is an old saying, when your nose is itching, somebody wants to kiss you. Wants to kiss me. All right, let's get into it's not the last card, but let's get into your last on the horizon card. And this is in the position of love and relationships. And you got a court card here. So I'm going to read very generally first to get the message out the way. This is the Page of Swords. So Aquarius, you could have two things. Could be somebody younger than you, and please don't R. Kelly us out here. I don't support that. Nobody should support that. Could be somebody younger than you. Don't go younger than 5 years, please. But you know, live your best life. Don't be a creeper. But somebody younger than you, air sign, could be coming in, or you just might have a very strong romantic relationship with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or what's the other one, Gemini. Now, moving away from the general energy, because that is actually not what I'm picking up with this card. I just wanted to speak to it because I know how you girls like to tussle. I know how y'all do. You're like, that's a court card. So is it a person? I read it, but that's not what I'm getting for you guys. Aquarius, this is you. Whether you are in a relationship or single, this is you, and this is in the position of love and relationships. You need some time to yourself during this year. So speaking to the people who are single, it's probably still going to be a little dry this year. If you are single, you going to probably stay single this year, and that is because you still need to work on yourself. There's still work that needs to be done. There's still stuff that needs to be discovered. And what I get, Aquarius, is that you do not particularly know yet what you want in love. I think you have an idea. Speaking to this card, this is a page card. She's not fully developed. You have an idea of what feels good, what looks good, but you don't necessarily, you haven't tweaked that to be personalized and catered to you, if that makes sense. Now, if you are in a relationship, Aquarius, like I said, if you like peaches and unicorns and ice creams and rainbows and gumdrops, leave. Because if you are in a relationship, Aquarius, you're breaking up with that person. You're not going to be with that person by the end of the year. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. You're not supposed to be with them. And what it really is that the energy in this spread, you are not energetically in a space in which you need to be sharing your energy with somebody else. You know, there is a concept that is very true for me. I do not believe that you should put yourself in relationships or in situationships or anything if you are not content and happy within yourself. Okay? And that is what your cards are saying. Aquarius, your cards are saying, hey, while that person that you in that relationship with or that you've been messing with might put it down, right? You still got work to do on yourself. You still have healing to do for yourself. You still have things to discover when it comes to love for yourself. This is the page card. This is budding Aquarius. You are going to learn so much about yourself and about your heart space this year and about everything that you want to do and how you operate and how you move and the things that you like and the things that you love and the places and spaces that you want to be in. You got life force energy. But and this is just very real. When it comes to that road of self-discovery, how you gonna self-discover with somebody on your arm? That's not self-discovery. That is codependency, and that's just keeping it real. You have very individual into INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that mean? That is your energy this year, okay, Aquarius? It's solo dolo. So for those of y'all in relationships, savor the moments because you're going to be wrapping that up this year. For those of you that are single, still savor the moments of you being single because you are discovering yourself right now and you are actually preparing yourself for the love that you deserve and that you want and that you need. It's just not necessarily time for it yet because you gotta grow into that space. You have the page. You're not necessarily at the queen or the king of swords yet. You know, you ain't even hit the knight yet. You feel what I'm saying? Like you are budding. You are starting to get the ideas of what love really looks like and what love is supposed to feel like for you specifically. So, and not to say that you're not going to be dating. I don't get that this is going to be a dry well year, but I do get that this is not going to be a year in which you are establishing very serious connections and foundational things as far as intimate relationships go. But this is a year in which you establish very intimate connections with yourself and relationships with yourself in your own heart space. And like I said, it's very important for you to do that before you go and give that to somebody else. Because if you think about it, do you want to be with somebody who's coming around there like, I don't know what I want, I don't know what I need, and I just want to I just want the attention? You don't want that. So why do you want to give that to somebody else? You want what you put out is what you get back. So Aquarius, you're working on right now during this year what you're going to be putting out and what so that you can receive it. Okay. All right, let's wrap it up. Last card in the spread for you guys is the empty room, and this is in the position of your soul message, the archetype, the theme for you and your personality this year. You got the empty room, right? And I said this at the beginning of your spread, like you're actually, I may not have said this in this way, but you guys are in a space in which things are needing to be broken down and cleared out so that you can come into these spaces that you need to be in. You have the Four of Swords, which literally points to you need to cut some things out. This is a swords card. You need to cut certain things out of your life, right? You've got the pages, you got another swords card. You got the page of swords, and this is you, and this is speaking to you budding, you coming into new energies and new spaces and understanding and moving away from, the categories that I put to it and speaking to general energy. And just all together, your energy for the year is life force energy. And what I said when I came into the spread was that I felt very drained when I pulled your cards because you got too much going on. You're going to be spreading yourself thin during this year. And a lot of it has to do with trying to stack up your savings. I do want to put that back out there. But Aquarius, you don't have to be scared about not having enough money. Whatever it is that you've picked up, you're going to be making and saving money fine. It's just that fear of, will I have enough and will I be set up with what I need when I get there? But the thing is, you're going to have to, even the way that you're going to have to stop doing certain things, stop certain habits, cut out certain energies, cut out certain people, keeping it very real. I don't know why that came in so strong, Aquarius. One of y'all need to tap into your page of swords solo dolo real quick right now today. But there are things that you need to clear out. The empty room. This also points to sitting with yourself in this empty room. This is spiritually speaking. Sitting in your solitude. I said you need some me time during this year. Sitting in your solitude, figuring out what is beneficial to you, what is helping you grow, what is helping you progress, and also figuring out what is just causing chaos and wreaking havoc and what is just keeping you from being where you need to be and pouring energetic debris up in your space and up in your aura, okay? So Aquarius, You don't have bad cards for the year, but like I said, this is a year of work for you. This is a year of personal work for you, and keeping it very real. It's the INDEPENDENT. You know what I said? You guys are solo dolo, and you need to understand that I keep getting the word codependency. Aquarius, you have to do this work on your own. I don't know why that's so. You can't take people with you on the journey. They can come to the table, but they cannot go along on the journey. You have to do this yourself because you are developing yourself. I think that was also very specific for somebody else. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up there. This is not a bad year for you guys, but it is a year of work, a year of development for you. I mean, it is a 6 universal year, so that makes sense. Okay. I hope that message found you well. If you liked those messages, do me a favor and leave me a tip or a donation. I got that link down in the description box. Does help make it so that I can continue to put up free readings for you guys. Also, if you like the video, hit the little thumbs up. Got any questions or comments, drop them down below. I try to do well with responding to you guys. If you know an Aquarius or people with Aquarius placements and feel like they should watch this video, go on and send this to them. And yeah, if you want more free readings or spiritual information, astrological information, all the things, hit the little subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. And thank you for watching. I will catch y'all next time. Happy New Year and happy early birthday, because y'all are wrapping up your year. So happy early birthday. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.